We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Kairos Santos to get us started. And off we go from Minneapolis. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
At the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick of the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there was some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine, because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years.
14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Another run here, another run by Swift. And that won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
A little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, it's Kairos Santos on for the Bears field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Price now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They fumbled it away on that opening possession Unfortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff. Jones. The ball's out. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
3rd and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Try and run for the first down with Jones. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the mark. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run, it's Swift. He's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
Yeah, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's a Another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18
on the play.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On the give, it's Swift. Look at this, right to the 20-yard line. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. To the 45. Still going. And he will not get to the end zone, but he'll get plenty of yards. A terrific run, bringing it to the 5. A big play to kick off this drive. That's a gain of 72 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Bears 6.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
at their own 31-yard
So
line.
out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
A gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Andrew Van Ginkel in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
3rd and long. Here's Williams.
There's those two schools of thought, Mike. 3rd and real long. A lot of people want to sit back, play deep coverage, and keep everything in front of you. But not these guys. They want to attack, get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And if he doesn't, you take him down for a sack.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the 21-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is McCarthy. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everyone.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
A run. It's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
3rd down and 9. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Tremaine Edmonds getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. DeAndre Swift of the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Swift. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Forced out left. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this 1st half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his 1st read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and It ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18.
Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Isaiah Rodgers, the former Eagle. He gets in there, and he's got a sack.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, what can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. On the give, here's Swift. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. The ball comes out. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing again is McCarthy. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the Bears' 35-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So they send in Will Reichard for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
Yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Offers very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 10.
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. With Jones to begin this drive. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3. Again, it's Jones. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This guy's like a man amongst boys, legs right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now he takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's another Bears first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Forced to his right, and he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. His the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7.
Vikings 13.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time.
It's now third down.
Third down coming up.
9 yards to go.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
It's fourth down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Give up the middle with Swift. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bears.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Well, here's down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Williams going to try again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Williams. That one on target to Moore. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. It's a gain of 10.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On 1st down, it's Swift. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
To throw, it's Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Williams. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Swift, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Cairo Santos
following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard
the Vikings offense ready to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
49-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On the ground now with Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down by Austin Booker. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. A gain there of 20. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will score! Game on! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
And the Bears first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Throwing is Williams. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, we're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass in, say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, it's easy to take a look at the yards and say, yeah, that was a great run, Mike. But it was the journey getting there. I mean, multiple guys had shots at bringing him down, but it was the effort and the will to not go down that was the key to that game.
There's Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
What will they do on this play? Third down, needing 8. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He runs with it. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He's taking a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now, on second and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll look underneath here for Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with first and 10. A pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to Jalen Naylor. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic, if you will, they get the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.